What's up, guys? Another gorgeous day out here.
Yes, it is.
Maybe let's get as close to these trees as possible. I know it's really windy out right today. I don't want there to be any wind background. We're actually both at work. We work at the same place on Saturdays. Normally about 12 hours. I convinced them to let me off and get off. I only have to work 10 hours today. I convinced them to let me off earlier. So we got to get up early for the triathlon. So today's video is on goal setting. Before that, I just want to say we're eating outside here because it's another gorgeous day as usual. Every day is gorgeous here in June. So after we get done talking, we're gonna finish our half-hour lunch break eating. Goal setting. Sometimes you need to delete goals. Sometimes maybe you didn't set out a realistic goal. Maybe you thought you could achieve it and it wasn't achievable at the moment. One thing we're going to delete, we said we were going to do 2 triathlons this summer. We wanted to do a half Ironman. So basically, we were planning to do that in August. Basically, our biking was going to be doubled to 56 miles and the run was going to be 13. Swimming was only going to be about another quarter mile. That wasn't going to be a lot more. And it's going to cost another $500 for us to get in that. We've already paid quite a bit of money to get in this one, $250. So I mean, that's $750 to do 2 races. That's kind of a lot of money. That just doesn't seem to work in our budget 100% right now. Small chance we might do it, but as of now we're planning probably won't do it. We'll look into our finances. We would love to do it. So that's kind of a goal we're probably going to delete. Probably only going to do this one tomorrow. And even if we were going to be doing it, one goal we'd be deleting is swimming for the rest of the month of June, because the next one technically takes place in mid-August. We weren't gonna swim every day because it's busy.
It is.
I work typically about 6:15 in the morning, and I get off at 4, and then I go swim a mile afterwards, and then I'd usually go and I'd run a couple miles after that. I get home and I eat dinner, and by the time we actually usually start filming, it's 8 o'clock at night, 8:30, and then we're filming, and then you got to edit and upload, and it makes for a busy day. It's usually try to be in bed by 10, but lately it's been about 10:30 or 11. So, you know, taking out swimming will add a whole extra hour to the day, which that's a lot.
It is.
So, you know, if we were still doing this, we wouldn't be optimal prime shape for swimming. We would get back to it later, you know. So I guess the finances could be a good excuse to come back and do a goal later. We'll do the half Ironman again someday.
Yes.
So finances can be a decent excuse. Lack of time, but you know, you got to take that lightly. Sometimes you can use lack of time and you're watching a TV show for 2 hours, or you're on social media, you're playing video games 2 hours. So you got to be careful with that whole lack of time thing. Sometimes you got to make time for things, but sometimes maybe you got 10 different goals you're working on. It's pretty hard to accomplish 5 to 10 goals at once. So maybe delete a goal, delete 2 goals. Let's say you have 5 goals you're working on. If you got too much on your plate, don't be afraid to delete 2 goals that are less of a priority of yours and maybe come back to it later.
Yeah.
And I think that's good advice.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So sometimes it's necessary to delete goals. It doesn't always necessarily mean that you're giving up, or that you're not going to try, and that you're not going to come back to it later. Sometimes things happen. Somebody gets your family member gets cancer, a funeral comes up, somebody's on their deathbed. You know, life's hard. Life's not always easy. Things happen. Sometimes things just need to be put off hold, onto the side, and I think that's what's going to be happening with the half Ironman. It's going to be put off to the side. We're going to see about next year. Slim chance we may still do it. Finances is the only excuse for that. And I don't know, have you got any more advice about goal setting or deleting goals when necessary?
Yeah, don't be afraid of it, you know. It's always something you can do in the future. Like, you can still do it. Just may not be today.
Yeah. I think there's a big difference between giving up and putting something off to the side and coming back to it later. Big difference between giving up and, continuing later. Huge difference.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So that's about all I gotta say. Ours was lack of finances and lack of time was we're gonna make this video where we say lack of time, so we weren't gonna swim the rest of the month. I'm glad to be done swimming, actually.
Yeah.
I like swimming for a couple minutes, but I don't like swimming a mile for 45 minutes straight. I'm looking forward to having more free time the rest of this month.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't be afraid to step back on goals. We're not saying to quit. We're saying put it off to the side. Maybe you had a goal that wasn't achievable at the moment, so you got to put it off to the side. You got to temporarily delete it. Maybe there's not enough time. Maybe there's a deadline on your goal and there's just not enough time to get it done. Don't be afraid to delete things.
Yeah.
And we are going to sit outside.
Enjoy the rest of our day.
Enjoy the rest of our day. All our other co-workers are inside eating tacos, but we're gonna enjoy our time out here.
All right, guys. Bye.
So, wait, one last thing. Tomorrow
Yes.
is the triathlon. We may not have that video up tomorrow, though.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that.
We'll do how we met.
Yeah.
If we don't have that video up.
Yeah.
And we'll do how, if we have that video up, we'll do how we met, because we met at this time 9 years ago.
Yeah.
We'll have that up this week or tomorrow. But for sure by Monday we should have the triathlon video up. So tomorrow or Monday, be expecting that. It's going to be epic.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Bye.